everybody. Welcome to the next episode of Kick-Ass Cricket. I'd like to bring up my buddy now, Cameron Lowe.
What's going on, Nick?
What's up, Cam? How are you? Good to see you.
I'm doing great. Good to see you as well. You know,
nice.
Just enjoying another day in America.
Yeah.
Loving America all day long, and yeah, it's good to be talking a little more cricket with you, my man.
You're definitely talking cricket. How's the workouts going?
Workouts are going good. I'm getting something going about 5 days a week right now.
Of you.
Yeah, 45 years old. I got a couple of goals. I got one goal. I'm going to throw off the hill 95 at 45. That's what we're doing. Just going to prove
95 at 45. Yeah.
Yeah, prove that you can still throw 95 with this many grays. Not as many as you, but
hey, these babies are earned.
And my other goal is to be a professional cricket bowler.
See, the second career.
It excites me. It looks like a whole lot of force on my lower back, and so some days I wake up and I feel like I'm 65. 65 at 45. But no, it's a lot of fun. I can't wait to get it going.
Good, awesome.
And
how's everything else? What's that?
What the heck have you been doing? What's
Cam? We
like that sweater. That's a nice USA shirt, sweater, zippy hoodie.
It's in the mail.
So's the check.
You heard.
Yeah, the check's in the mail.
You've heard that before. No, I actually have yours. I have Julian. We'll send them out to you. You
awesome.
Guys will love them.
I can't wait to get them.
Yeah, you'll love them.
The Canada and Mexico ones were cool too.
Yeah, they look good. They did a great job with Decker. Did a great job with those.
Decker did a great job with it.
We're excited.
Shout out to Tim Decker.
Yeah, Tim. Nice job, buddy. Thank you so much for jumping on. Tim was great. He jumped on right out of the chute with us and goes, I'm in. Tell me how I can help. So Decker Sports doing all our gear. Nice job, Tim.
Looks good, feels good.
Yeah, for sure.
So Nick, you got a special guest today. This is episode 2. I brought on, well, I was Bo Jackson, and so that was kind of a special guest. But so I brought on Dan Corey last time, and You got somebody for us this time.
I do.
You want to give me a hint?
Yeah, I'm going to give you a little bit of background on her. I've known her since, she was a little girl. When my kids were playing football in high school, her brother was on my son's team, and we'd sit with her parents, and she would be the one to watch out for her 2 little brothers in the stands while the parents watched the football game, and she's always been the responsible one. She has grown up to be an incredible athlete, following in, the footsteps of all her brothers in the family. Her parents her dad played soccer, and just it's a family of athletes that love athletes. And, in high school, she was a 3-time All-Marmani League player in softball. She was All-Marmani League Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year. And she was one of the top 50 softball recruits in the country. And she went to play D1 softball up at Fresno State, the Mountain West Conference. And she's played there for a couple of years and then transferred over to Ole Miss, Archie and Eli Manning. But she's played there for a couple of years. She's about to graduate, and I think she's the perfect person to have on this broadcast to talk about softball and cricket and the crossover skills. And I think it's great because she's a catcher and you're a pitcher, and you guys might have that special pitcher-catcher relationship. So
they're the smartest people on the field. So we always, we have good back and forth. We're on the same page.
Awesome.
Sure. I don't even know who it is, but I'm sure we're on the same page.
Well, let's bring her
throws
up.
them down, and I just deliver them. It's.
Well, let's bring her on, and you get to meet our special guest, Kennedy Bunker from Ole Miss.
Hi, I'm Kennedy.
Hey, Kennedy.
Kennedy,
nice
welcome.
to see you guys.
How are you?
He is well.
I'm good. Pretty busy. How are
It's
you guys?
yeah, I bet you're busy, huh, with everything that's going on with practice and games at your level of
Yes.
competition.
Yeah. Got 3 games this weekend, starting tomorrow, and then practice today.
You
How's the
guys are
weather
deep
holding
into
up
the
for
season
practice?
now.
The weather is, well, we had a tornado warning last night. And it's pretty rainy, but right now it's good. We'll be able to get some practice in, so it'll be good.
You think you'll get the practice in?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I
Always,
remember
one way or
college ball,
another.
man, coach is not letting you get away with practice without practicing. It's
No,
we'll put
never.
as much what's it called, diamond dry on the field as we need to, right?
Yes, never. And we have an indoor facility too, so we're never getting away with no practice.
Oh yeah, that definitely, yeah, practice every day in the dome.
Yeah.
Kenny, it's good to see you on camera because usually I'm seeing you now on videos that your mom's posting, and
Yes.
she's your biggest fan for sure.
Yes, definitely lots of things posted via Facebook. But yeah, it's good. Last year, my senior year, and last home tournament this weekend. So everything's going
Wow.
good.
Wow. So yeah, apologize. Ozzy couldn't make it today. I think I told you Ozzy would be on. He's a little under the weather, so you're stuck with me and Cam.
It's okay. Got to do what you got to do.
So Kennedy, I was looking up your stats and looking up where you're from, and so were you born in Simi Valley?
Yes, I was born.
So was I.
Well, yeah. Grew
Shout
up
out
in
to
Simi
Simi Valley, California.
Nice.
Yeah. My parents have been there for forever, and my mom grew up in Chatsworth and my dad grew up in Simi Valley. So
I was born in Simi Valley and lived in Northridge and Chatsworth until I was 20 years old.
okay. Yeah, you definitely probably know my parents.
We're in the same vicinity for sure. My
Been
parents
around.
just moved out to Arizona 3 years ago from Chatsworth, and that'll always be home for me.
Yeah.
That area.
So Kenny, I don't know if you heard, but Cam's a pitcher, so there's always that special relationship between pitchers and catchers, right? And
Yes.
he pitched in the big leagues for what, 9 years, Cam? Played for 16
9 years.
Leagues for
Yep,
9,
yep.
10.
Got to pitch to a lot of different catchers in Mexico and Dominican Republic and Japan. When you can't speak the same language as a catcher, we're still on the same.
Yeah, we actually have a Japanese coach, and she doesn't speak much English, but she's learning as time goes on.
No.
Yeah.
The Japanese are so fundamentally sound.
Oh,
They're awesome. They're so awesome to learn from because they're so, like, after playing over there for a year, it's impressive. They almost take it militant. They love the game. Don't get me wrong. It's not like
Yes.
they're out there and it's all work. They absolutely love it, but they are so strict and almost militant on their practice reps and
Yeah, definitely.
routine.
And one of my coaches, she's like a 2-time gold medalist for Japan with softball. And so just how she plays the game just comes so naturally to her, but it's just craziness. There's a lot of practice reps that have come in. I always say, she probably thinks that our practices are boring compared to what is happening in Japan.
Yeah.
So with all those practice reps and all those years playing softball, being a stud, you played at Fresno State, played at Ole Miss, 2 great schools. What are you going to do after your senior year?
The plan is to go home back to California, and the original plan was to work in sports. Definitely has always been a love of mine, and especially being a college athlete, I feel like that just gives you kind of the one up. But I wanted to be an event manager for a venue of some sort and just stay in the sports world. But we'll see where that takes me, especially with all the different routes you can take. So, yeah.
So Kennedy, you've been playing since you were 4 years old, right?
Yeah.
This is one of the things that you see my little logo in the background, the WPCL.
Yes.
Women's Premier Cricket League that we're forming. And we're forming it with women that come out of collegiate sports, women like you who have been playing since they were 4 years old. You grew up in the system of softball. You played all the way through youth. You played through high school, and then obviously at the top levels of Division I college softball. And that's just kind of the level of training that the North American athlete gets. So our guys are going to come out of baseball, college, independent league, minor league, professional, major league baseball guys, and women coming out of collegiate softball. And one of the things that we know is you said you grew up with the sport, you trained with it, your bat and ball skills. I just got off watching a video of you hitting another one opposite field over the fence, and I'm
throwing from the knees, hosing.
Yeah, we saw that one too.
Love it.
Yes.
That too.
Freaking awesome.
I mean, those are incredible skills, Kennedy, and we're really excited to have you on this today because those are the skills that we're looking for to translate over into cricket. And when we bring those skills to this sport that's never really caught on in the U.S., and we bring on players like yourself. So
it's not going to be fair.
No,
absolutely, it's not going to be fair.
She said she's coming home, but that's only going to be long enough to put her on a plane to get her to try out in Arizona.
Nick, I cannot wait to get Kennedy and other female athletes, other, D1, D2, high level softball athletes out here playing this game. It's going to be domination station, and it fires us up.
Yeah, no, I for sure think that a lot of the skills that we have as softball players translate to being a cricket athlete. And I think that a lot of the times here in like America, it's something that nobody like thinks of. Like, for example, I was telling one of my teammates that I was going on this podcast for cricket, and she was like, wait, is that like a phone company? And I was like, no, it's cricket, it's a sport. And so it was just like funny because that just shows you how much it's not a big staple in the US.
It isn't. Kennedy, somebody asked me once if it was where you hit the ball through the little wire bracket. And I go, no, that's croquet.
No, that's polo.
No.
Wait a minute.
But that's how it's not known in this country. And, it's funny, and I put my little hat on, my commissioner hat, but it's a massive, massive global economy. And the largest economy in the world, in the United States, is missing this massive global economy known as cricket. And it's funny. I mean, this game exists over here. It's 2.5 million fans, and we're looking over here.
Yeah.
We have the most badass bat and ball athletes, and we're losing at a bat and ball sport. How is that? How does that happen?
Yeah, for sure. I think that definitely like the hand-eye coordination goes into it, and reacting to like the different pitches per se in cricket, because it's the same thing here in softball. Maybe even harder in softball. I've never tried cricket yet, so I'm not quite sure.
I like the yet, Cam. That the door's open.
Yep.
She just left it open right there.
But I think that I feel like we've definitely done, like, I've done the hardest of the hard with softball. So it might make cricket look a little bit easier even.
I would agree.
And then having like timing.
100%.
Yeah. It's the same thing. Timing up a pitch versus timing up a ball that's bouncing to you. So I think a lot of the skills translate pretty well.
We saw it. We had a tryout in Arizona, and a couple of, of our girls that were out there were D1 athletes. And it literally took them maybe 30 minutes, right, Cam, to figure out how to hit a ball that's bouncing off the ground, because the hand-eye coordination, was already there.
Yeah.
It was, you'll feel like a fish out of water for the first 30, 45 minutes. We'll have our Team USA guys throwing cricket BP to you, and then all of a sudden you're going to go, oh, wait, okay, now I see where that needs to be, and it'll be light tower power.
So Tower of Power. Tower of Power. We have to incorporate that. That was awesome.
Light tower power. Not warning track power, light tower power.
Oh, light tower. Kennedy, out of all of the women that you've played with and against and their bat and ball skills, do you think there's an opportunity here for all those girls to continue a career in professional sports or even U.S. national team sports? Because we're working on building all of that stuff and to play for the U.S., represent the U.S. And we're gonna try to make that happen.
Yeah,
but certainly on the professional level, because I think you and I talked about it. There's a few avenues for female athletes to go after. Tremendous athletes after their playing career in college is over.
Yeah,
if you
for
open up
sure.
this avenue. I mean, Cam and I have done the homework on it. Women in professional cricket are making anywhere north of $100,000 to $1 million a year now. The top players are just making incredible money, and there's an opportunity for sponsorships. And we have to let the women who play at your level know that this is an opportunity.
Cricket's really cool for you ladies too, and for our young players, because it's a little bit like soccer. I don't know if a lot of Americans don't know this, but a lot of these soccer players will go and play in multiple leagues every year, and it's the same thing for cricket players, where you can go play in Australia's league, and then you can go play in New Zealand's league, and you can go play in South Africa, all over the world. And
what do you think? How do you think their reception would be, Kennedy?
I think definitely if it was marketed towards them, they would have like a sort of like want and then to go and play cricket. I just think, like I said, like it's really something that not a lot of people know what it is, how it even plays. And so I think that it's a hard thing for somebody to kind of be like, oh yeah, like let me go play cricket. But I definitely think that it's doable because of the small market of professional sports for women after softball. There's this thing called the AUSL, which is
Right.
It's called Athletes Unlimited Softball League.
Right.
And it's definitely becoming a way bigger thing and getting a lot more TV time because it is like the only pro softball league that softball players have after college. And so it is becoming bigger year by year and there's becoming more teams. But I think for a lot of people, maybe they want to still be athletic, but they don't want to go play softball in particular. I think that cricket can be a really big deal. And
It is a big deal, Kennedy. It's 2.5 billion fans worldwide, second largest sport in the world.
Yeah. Like to these softball players, like I think that if more people are aware of it and more people talk about it, then I think you'll get a lot more baseball players, softball players, and we could be top teams in cricket as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So Kennedy, I have to ask you, well, first of all, our logo has you can tell it's a woman because of her hair. Maybe we need to change that to a ponytail.
I mean, it kind of could be a ponytail.
I always see you in the ponytail.
I have to have my hair.
And
well, it's always going to be.
I got to ask you, what does this mean?
Oh, we're sharks.
Okay.
Yeah, because our original logo for Ole Miss is a rebel, but kind of over time, that's kind of developed into something that maybe isn't the most positive thing. And so then it's kind of turned into a shark. It's kind of like with Auburn, how they're like the Tigers, but then they say War Eagle.
Right.
So they have an eagle.
Right.
But
I've seen you do it a lot when you hit home runs.
Yes.
Isn't it War something Eagle?
I think it's just War Eagle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we were in Auburn actually last weekend, and they have like this big eagle statue, and it like shoots out smoke and stuff. And then they have these chants that are like War Eagle something. I don't know. I try not to listen.
College ball is so much fun. College, just the fans, the atmosphere.
Yeah, Kennedy, what's it like?
How many games you got left now?
How many games? So we have 3 regular season games, which is tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. And then next week Sunday, we travel to Kentucky, Lexington, Kentucky, and we play in the SEC tournament, which is a one and done type of deal if you lose. And so our first game will be on Tuesday. And then if we win, we continue throughout the week. And if we lose, it'll just be the one. But with postseason softball, it's just the road to the College World Series.
Mm-hmm.
And you start with regionals, and then you go to super regionals, and then you go to the World Series. And so with regionals, we'll get picked to go to somewhere else, a host team, and then you have to make it out of regionals. So we'll have at least 5 more games, but hopefully and definitely more than 5 more games.
You guys are going.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, good luck. That's exciting. We'll definitely be watching.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna be watching for sure.
Yeah.
I know that your mom won't let us not watch.
Yeah. You have to keep up.
Yeah.
You have to keep up via ESPN, via Facebook, or anything. But yeah, we play our rivals this week, Mississippi State. And so that'll be interesting. I think that there'll be a lot of fans at this game. And it's exciting. We have a brand new stadium, like behind me, this wall.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see. It says Ole Miss softball. And I'm in our team film room right now. Brand new stadium. And yeah, it's a pretty exciting year for Ole Miss softball.
When I went to Cal State Northridge, we had a cardboard sign. We didn't get anything that nice. But
yeah, it's pretty nice.
A lot of history at Ole Miss.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Well, I think I've lucked out with the stadiums that I've been able to play on my home field. Fresno State has a super nice softball field, and forever grateful that I got to play there at Fresno State. And then just like the ability to join the SEC and play here at Ole Miss and on their new stadium is just something that I'm also forever grateful for.
We're incredibly proud of you, Kennedy.
Thank you.
You're just this little girl in the football stands taking care of Reed and Nash.
Yeah.
And now look at you. So just unbelievable. Well, I know you got to get to practice. We don't want to hang you up. Thank you so much for joining us on today's podcast. And
of course. Thank you.
It's been delightful. And get out there and talk to your girls and let them know it's not a telephone company, would you?
Exactly. Changing one person's mind at a time.
That's one at a time. We'll take it. All right,
Kennedy, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Bye, guys.
All right. Thank you.
Right on. Well, that was super cool, Nick.
Yeah. What? Perfect.
What a
perfect
stud.
person.
What an absolute stud right there. She's about to go take on the college softball world and bring home the hardware.
Yeah. Perfect.
That's what it's all about. That's exciting. Senior year, catcher on a stud team like Ole Miss.
Yeah. Playing in the SEC. Come on.
Playing in the SEC. That's super awesome, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for getting that stud of a guest this week.
Yeah.
I got to step up.
Again. We'll see everybody again in the next podcast. Keep working out, Cam.
I'm working out. I'm getting stronger. I play the Rocky music every day.
I want to see you with something more than 10-pound plates on the bar.
But if you do them 500 times, it gets heavy.
Yeah. Right. Repetitions. All right, buddy.
All right.
That's soon.
See you next week, brother.
Okay. Bye-bye.